The flying machine. Nadia was at the airport with his mom and dad. They had been to America for a holiday. Now it was time to fly home. Nadia said was nervous. I don't like flying, he said. I hate taking off. I don't hate it, said Nadia. I love it. On flight, there was a surprise for Nadia. The steward asked him if he wanted to see the controls. Nadia was excited. He had always wanted to see the flight deck of the airplane. Oh, brilliant, he said. Yes, please. The steward took Nadia and his dad through the airplane. These planes are huge, said Nadia. They hold about 400 people, said the steward. There's a lot of people in one plane, said Nadia. Nadia and his dad went on the flight deck. They met the captain. We're flying on autopilot, said the captain. The plane is flying by itself. Nadia looked at all the controls. I'd like to be a pilot, he said. It takes a long time to learn, said the captain. But what stopped you? Don't let him take over the controls yet, joked Nadia's dad. I'm a nervous passenger. Oh, Dad, said Nadia. After home, he went to play at Beth and Chip's house, and Nina was already there. Nadia told everyone about his holiday. I went to the flight deck of the airplane, he said. I love to be a pilot, said Nina. Mom called Beth and Chip. They had to go downstairs to wash up. We won't be long, said Chip, and Nina picked up the magic key. Suddenly, it began to glow. It took Nina and Nadia on an adventure. The magic took Nadia and Nina back in time. It took them to a place in America. Why's the magic key brought us here? Asked Nina. They heard the sound of an engine. The sound was coming out of a big cloud of dust. A man was driving towards them in a strange-looking car. What on earth is it? Asked Nadia. It looked like a really old car. You can't stand there, called the man. You'll be in the way of the flying machine. A strange-looking airplane was standing by a barn. Nadia and Nina had never seen anything like it. Other man was working on the airplane. The first man got us off the car and went over to him. And Nina gasped. The two men look alike. They must be twins, she said to Nadia. Hello, said the second man. I'm Henry and this is Herod. And this is my twin brother, Herod. Who are you? I'm Nadia. This is Nina, said Nadia. You're not spying on us, are you? Asked Herod. Well, we did that, asked Nina. We were just about to try the flying machine, said Henry, but it's a secret. No one has ever made a flying machine before, said Herod. We'll be the first people to do it. It's amazing, said Nadia. We have not seen an airplane like this before. The twins laughed. A hairy airplane, said Herod. That's a good name for it. A hairy airplane. But it will never fly, said Nina. Of course it will, said Henry. Herod sat in the flying machine. I'm ready, he shouts. Henry started the engine. The propeller began to turn. It spun faster and faster, but the flying machine did not move. I told you so, said Nina. It's a propeller, said Nina. It will never work. It's too flat. She picked up 2 pieces of wood. It needs to be like this, she said. It acts like a screw to put the plane through the air. Well, we could try, said Henry. The twins changed the shape of the propeller, but it still won't fly, said Nadia. Of only one flat wing. You have no way to make it live up. How will you take will it take off? Ha, said Hera. We made a ramp. The faster we go, the higher it will fly. Hera got into the airplane. Henry started the engine. We'll see if you are all right, he yelled. The propeller spun around and the airplane began to move faster and faster. It's working, shouted Henry. It still won't fly, said Nadim. The plane flew up the ramp at full speed. It rose in the air like a heavy bird. Yeehaw, called Henry. It's flying. The plane flew straight up. It went backwards in a loop, then dived towards the ground. Help! Yelled Hera. The plane hit the ground with a heavy bump. Hera was thrown down. It was still going at full speed. It rolled towards Nadim and Nina. Stop it, yelled Hera. Look out, shouted Henry. No one could stop the plane. It's headed towards a big water tank. It's going to crash, gasped Nadim. The plane went under the water tank. The wings snapped off, but the plane went on. It hadn't stopped, said Henry. The plane did not slow down. It rolled on towards a farm. Harold and Henry jumped into the cart and chased after it. One thing's for sure, said Nadim to Nina. Your propeller works well. Henry and Harold's mother and father lived on the farm. Their mother had just done the washing. She was hanging it out to dry. Their father was watering his prized melons and pumpkins. Henry and Harold followed. Nadim and Nina chased after them. Oh, ugh, said Harold. Why won't it stop? Oh my, said Henry. It's heading for the farm. Oh dear, said Nina. I don't like the look of this. The plane ran on. It ran through the washing. It squashed the melons and pumpkins. It hasn't stopped, shouted Harold. Now what are we going to do? Let's hope it runs out of gas soon, said Henry. The plane headed towards the town. A woman was painting her house. She heard the sound of an engine. Whatever's that? She wondered. It sounds like a rolling bull. The plane ran towards the ladder and knocked it down. The woman fell to the ground. She still had a paintbrush on her hand. The plane went on. What the heck was that? Gasped the woman. At last, the plane stopped in the middle of the town. It had crashed into a statue. People ran to see what all the noise was about. Henry and Harold stopped the car. They both jumped out. This doesn't look good, said Harold. Nadim and Nina ran to see where the plane had stopped. Nadim spoke to Harold and Henry. You see, he said, the propeller works, but now you need to make the flaps and a rudder. Suddenly there was a noise. It sounded like an engine. It came up from the sky. Everyone looked up. An airplane was flying over the town. It's a flying machine, someone shouted. Other hairy airplane. Plane, Chuck and Nina. The people waved and cheered. The pilot of the plane waved back at them. And who that is, Crowman? It is Wilbur Wright. He and his brother are the first men to fly. Well, I'll be darned, said Henry. So we aren't the first men to fly after all, said Henry. The Wilbur brothers have beaten us to do it. Never mind, said Harold. I have an idea for a boat that goes under the water. The magic key began to glow. It was time for Nadim and Nina to go. Sorry it was such a long time, said Biff. There were lots of washing up to do. Never mind, laughed Nina. Time just flew by, and it wasn't just the time that flew, Chuck, Nadim, the Flying Machine, and other stories.